Good morning, everyone. A happy Thursday. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Lots of good food at Thanksgiving, and we enjoy spending time with company and family. And with families, we see all sorts of different characters and different ways that they react to things. And sometimes you wonder, why do you react that way? Well, this next reflex that I'm going to explain sometimes will show in different situations. You kind of go, ooh, there's more to this than just personality. It's called the Moro reflex, also known as the baby startle reflex. This one shows up at about 9 weeks in utero and is typically integrated when they're about 4 months of age. And what you will see with the baby is if there's a sudden head drop or a sudden sound or a temperature change, they will almost and it contract back in, and then they'll start to cry. It's a safety mechanism. It's to try to keep them safe. And when they are born, this is the reflex that helps them get that first gasp, that first breath. It's important. It also helps to develop the muscle tone in the extensor, because as they stretch out, the muscles work so they can open up their muscles. Helps them with posture. Therefore, they get to work to sitting. Now, as you develop that tone in the arms and the fingers, you usually tend to integrate this. As this proceeds, and if it's not well integrated, the body gets stuck in a fight-flight mode because it's a startle, it's a stress response. So, you'll create hyperventilation, increased blood pressure, adrenaline overload, cortisol. These are the people that are easily startled. And typically this gets integrated. And especially as the visual process develops and matures, they go from reacting to their environment to being able to anticipate things, because now visually they can assess, okay, what's going on? Okay, I know that this is this. And therefore things are smooth and they can anticipate and react in a controlled manner as opposed to a reflexive manner. On the flip side, when this is not integrated, you'll get a very tight, hypersensitive person. Because they are stuck in fight-flight with that adrenaline and cortisol circulating, inflammatory processes are overactive. And these are sometimes the people who have asthma, eczema. They're more light sensitive. They're more physically timid. They'll have issues with tracking and focusing. They will have balance and coordination issues. Motion sickness is another one that gets tagged in there. They're also the ones who will sometimes have irrational fears or learned helplessness. I don't know what to do. I can't do it. They don't like change, especially if it's sudden and unplanned and unanticipated. They don't do well with this. Their physical timing is off as well. They'll sometimes have a hard time making decisions, so they'll linger and overanalyze everything. And they'll have a low self-esteem. They don't think they're worth things. Their sense of self is very tied up in that reflexive manner. I have a couple of family members where you can see this is active, not just in personality, and it shows up in how they react to their environment. At Christmas time, this one family member would have a motion sensor decoration where it would start singing and dancing if you walked past it. And we're in their house, so she knows it's there. And she would walk past it, it would go off, start singing and dancing, and she would jump about 3 feet in the air. And I would go, why the heck is she reacting to this? She knows this is there. This is weird. And then I learned about the Moro reflex. I went, oh, there it is. Or somebody drops something in the shower, a soap or a bottle happens to fall. You're in a completely different room, there's a bang, and that person startles way more than what is called for in that situation. It's kind of interesting to see. And then as you backtrack and you go, oh, and these are the other personality traits that go with this. How interesting. The cool thing is as we integrate with activities, so that this reflex becomes dormant, all of a sudden, these people are no longer helpless. They have more confidence. They adapt much better to change. Light sensitivity goes down, and eye tracking goes up. So this is why this one is a beauty. We love this one because we get them out of their fight-flight state so that they're more in that calm, rest, and digest, and able to absorb information and be able to deal with their world in a more calm and cohesive manner. So are you one of these people who jumps at the sound of something, or something startles you way out of the ordinary that what's called for? Or do you know someone who's like that, or someone who's averse to change? Let me know. Shoot me a comment. I'm curious. I hope you guys have a good day. And till next time.